Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Check Me. Uh, Once again, talking about Alabama, how they did in their showing versus South Florida. Um, Not what we expected, not what I expected. Um, People talked about the defense and the running game, etc. Teams really don't respect this team when it comes to passing. So we're going to see a lot of the running game getting stunned. I thought the defense played exceptional. I thought the defense played exceptional versus Texas as well too. They were just on the field a lot. When you have short drives, short possessions, and your defense is on the field a lot, they're going to break down. And I thought the defense played well again against South Florida, only giving up 3 points, and I thought they played well against Texas as well. But of course, everyone wants to talk about this quarterback situation, and I'm going to give my thoughts. I really felt like Tyler Buckner did not get a good draw. When he got to play, it was raining. They were coming out of a delay. I felt that he was the best quarterback to play, to be there and to play throughout the whole game. I don't think he got sacked at all. Ty Simpson got sacked 5 times. Ty Simpson is a guy that um, the game is too fast for him. It doesn't progress well for him. He doesn't understand progressions. He doesn't understand how the defense moves and shifts and whatnot. And I tell you the things I talked about when I talked about Tyler Buckner. Um, Tyler Buckner, the plays that were given to him weren't plays that allowed him to do well. They pretty much had him out there and went out guns blazing throwing without trying to establish any type of run game. South Florida's run defense was solid. I'm just looking at the numbers right now. Tyler Buckner, 5 for 14. Ty Simpson, 5 for 9. But for every completion Ty Simpson had, he had a sack. What do you think Ty Simpson is going to do against better defensive linemen? He's going to hold on to the ball. Do I think that Jalen Milroe would have did better in this game than both the quarterbacks? I do. I do think he would have did well. But that's not what Nick Saban's saying. What Nick Saban's saying is this. He wants a quarterback that can compete with competitive teams or win against competitive teams. South Florida is not a competitive team. If you put Jalen Milroe in the situation, he's going to run all over him. He's going to use his athleticism. Just because the secondary for South Florida is not as complex, advanced, or mature as the secondaries he's going to face every single week in the SEC. When you go play Ole Miss, the secondary is going to be 10 times more elaborate than what they see now against South Florida. So what Nick Saban is saying, I want a guy who can sit back and pass. And when it comes to being able to perform well, when it comes to able to win games against competitive teams, you have to pass the ball. And when teams forced Jalen Milroe to pass the ball, he did not do well. Tyler Buckner got a horrible draw. Horrible draw. Of course, I learned that they're not running Tommy Reese's offense. It's the Alabama offense, which Alabama offense is not. To be honest with you, it's not looked good for the past. I hate to say last year looked okay. But it was a lot of Bryce Young magic. And he was a good quarterback. And this year, whatever they're trying to dial up and trying to put together, it looks abysmal. But I think Tyler Buckner is our best option against competitive teams. Tyler Buckner is our best option. And Nick Saban said this specifically to say, do I want to start Jalen Milroe, who can't pass the ball in crunch time versus Ole Miss? Right? You have to be able to pass the ball. If you can't pass the ball, you're not going to win games. Right? You're not, and that's what Nick Saban is saying. Jalen Milroe has proved year over year that he cannot pass the ball. For the past 3 years he's been on this roster, he has not passed the ball well. He hasn't done it. Ty Simpson, the game's just coming way too fast for him right now. Let him sit for a little bit, and understand what's going on there, because there was no, I didn't, other than that one throw, I didn't see one positive moment from him, really, because he was getting sacked and the game was way too fast for him. He had the same amount of completions, had more throwing options, and of course Tyler Buckner had to throw the ball in the rain. Before you come out guns blazing, it's the rain, it's your first start. You're in a new offense. Like, that's all you give Tyler Buckner. That's all you give him. So I think they should have opened up the run a little bit more with Tyler Buckner, include him in the run as well, just to get him warmed up. Of course, I don't want him to be a heat-seeking missile like I mentioned in the other video, but allowing him to run the ball, let things come to him, let him be a threat, let the defense move and shift, and this is where he can be effective. The the Alabama receiving, if I'm an Alabama receiver right now, I'm not happy at all. Um, I'm looking and thinking to myself, like, what's really the point of me going out there pretty much running gassers? But what Nick Saban is saying is this, and I want to repeat this so people understand this. Nick Saban said he wants a quarterback who can compete with competitive teams. Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. Nick Saban said he wants a quarterback who can win against competitive teams. South Florida is not a competitive team. If Jalen Milroe would have started against South Florida, he would have ran all over them because he can use his athleticism to beat teams. But when it comes down to him passing, Jalen Milroe has showed us over the past 3 years, the times he's gotten over the past 2 years, he cannot throw the ball. Tyler Buchner is the best option for Alabama. And I'm saying this because he got dealt a bad draw, mainly because when he started in the rain. They couldn't really run the ball. The game was delayed, so he got dealt a bad draw. Ty Simpson is not the best option at all. Ty Simpson can't throw the ball under pressure. The game is too fast for him. He's slow on his reads. He misses guys on throws. He got sacked 5 times. He's in the pocket too long. When a quarterback gets sacked 5 times, the way Ty Simpson did, he's still trying to figure out what's going on. He's not feeling the pressure. He's not feeling the rush. He has no pocket presence. So for you guys calling Jalen Milroe, I want Jalen Milroe back at the helm. Tyler Buchner did not get a fair shot. Tyler Buchner should have played this whole game. And I thought they were really quick to take him out. I'm not sure if that was Nick Saban's call or whoever's call. Quick to take him out and put somebody else in. We'll see what happens this week. I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen Milroe starts, against Ole Miss, just because, these two guys didn't do enough. But I think that Tyler Buchner is the best option, unless you say, you know what, we're just going to use Jalen Milroe. We're going to run the ball. We're going to change our offense up. Because you can't give him throws he can make, because everything for him's got to be down the field. If Jalen Milroe can learn to get the ball out quick, throw his check down, I hope he learned something in this game. Because on the season, it's not about just running. Let's run routes, guys. Understanding. Okay, when you run a route, I need you at 3 yards. Don't get more shallow, or don't get too shallow. Don't get deeper than this. Okay, where's the defense going to be? Where's the back going to be? Okay, where's the D lineman going to be? If this guy drops, what happens? If they cover 6, cover 9, what happens? We run, a dig route. They call it a slope concept. A dig, a shallow, and then a post over top. How the defense move, where the guy's going to be. This is not routes on air. If Jalen Milroe can get that and really start throwing the ball in between the hashes, in between the numbers, then we'll see a better Jalen Milroe who will be more effective against competitive teams. Until that happens, Jalen Milroe is going to be running like a chicken with his wild head cut off like he did against Texas. So we'll see what happens. It's a long week. Ole Miss is up next, and it's going to be a tough one.